Hello, everyone. Welcome
Hi.
again to the Indo-Indians online event. And today we have a very wonderful event with Geeta. Geeta, as you know, has been quite a popular figure on Indo-Indians. She's been teaching us a lot of new things to do with nutrition. She's a very, very well experienced nutritionist and dietitian. She's been helping a lot of people with a lot of diet and nutrition issues. She did with us is intermittent fasting, and she also did a lot of other events with us. And today, Geeta is going to do skin health and beauty with us. Hi, Geeta. Welcome.
Hello.
So, Geeta, we are all very, very keen to know more about skin health, especially to how to have a glowing skin, just like yours.
No, thank you. Thank you so much. So, well, I thought skin was a nice topic to speak on because I think whenever I meet anybody in small or big groups, everybody talks about skin for once for sure, other than weight. So I realized that yes, this is a topic where we must, elaborate it and talk more about it. Now the thing is like I was asked few questions that I have this skin problem. Somebody says I have got overpigmentation on the face. Somebody says I have got extra facial hair. Somebody says my pores are big. Somebody says my skin is sagging. Somebody says there's discoloration, not real pigmentation, but little discoloration. So if you talk to me, okay, there are many cosmetics available over the counter, and with the great marketing they have, you really are ready to pay a price which is really exorbitant. So my question to all of you is, have you seen a person who has put an extremely nice or rich or expensive cosmetic and the person's skin has changed? Have you seen that? I think my answer will be no, not really. Because okay, if you use something, your skin can shine because of the oils in it, but that is only the little shine till you have applied that cream, it will work. After that, it's not going to work. Now why? So let's come to the theory of skin. Okay, so I'll just give you a simple example where we can easily understand. So for example, my body has 100 cells. Now these 100 cells, they live on my food. Whatever I eat, whatever I ingest, how much oxygen I'm taking, how much I'm breathing, they live on those. Okay. But now my body is also busy thing. Why? Because it is the heart is pumping, the brain is working, the nerves are there, the kidney is functioning, the liver is functioning. As I told you last time, the liver has 500 factories if you spread it. So how much function the liver does? Well, now all these things every day require certain calories, which we definitely eat. That's not a problem at all. But after the metabolism, what happens? Your proteins have gone in, your carbs have gone in, your sugars have gone in. If you're a diabetic, they have even risen your blood sugar. That's okay. That's another story. If you have blood pressure, it has already risen or lowered your blood pressure as per your diet. But after these things, they go to their places. Like for example, the calcium and the vitamin D goes in your bones. Muscles are pumped again with the protein. Then what happens? The remaining kachra, what we call it, the remains. Now these are called free radicals. So let's understand one thing, that every single day our body creates free radicals. Now these free radicals, how do they go away from the body? Otherwise it will be full of, full of something which is not wanted. So what happens that these free radicals, they are in the body. Some come out because we perspire, some come out from the toilet, all whatever we have eaten, whatever, etc., etc. Now the remaining ones, they get antioxidants the other day from our diet. Now, actually, basically, what are free radicals? They are the unstable molecules. You understand? Like for example, the atom of the molecule of antioxidant has got 2 electrons. That's why it is called antioxidant. Free radical has got only 1 electron. So it is an unstable molecule. So, when it enters your body, it says, oh, I've got only one now. I have to look for another, look for another. He keeps on looking for another. The moment he sees an antioxidant, he catch holds of it, takes that electron from it. and let the antioxidant remain with a single electron. Now the thing is that electron with single electron with antioxidant is a weaker antioxidant now. Okay, so it is of less use to you. This is how the free radical theory works with antioxidants. I'll just show you after a few minutes a small this
Presentation.
will show us the small.
So this gives, can I ask you a question, Geeta?
Yes.
So Geeta, when we talk about going to a beach, people say that when you go to a beach, you feel better, you look better, and all these things happen because of the ions that are there.
Okay, now I was going to discuss about this photo aging. What is photo aging? Photo aging is the problems created by sun. We all have told you, all the health professionals and the doctors have told you to be in the sun for 10, 15, 20 minutes. Yes, sure, we require it for sure. But after that, it starts playing a havoc in your life. People who have got those dark spots, age spots, what happens in them? The melanin pigment, it overreacts because of the sun, it collects and it forms a spot. When in the absence of the correct vitamins, not otherwise. Everybody, all of you, if you go in the sun, not everybody's skin is going to get affected. No, it will not happen. I think, am I seen?
Yeah, very clearly.
Because here you are there. So anyway, so if you go in the sun and if you lack vitamins, you will definitely come back with some lighter spots if you are going to the beach often. So one thing is there, Poonam, that if you go to the beach, your vitamin D will be full. But then it's not the only theory we are working on. We have to look after our skin also. So sun plays an important role to an extent only. If sun was so important, it would be here with us for 24 hours. But why it is sun is there and sun is not there? This is a natural theory, and we should also follow the natural rhythm of life. So anyway, coming to the antioxidant theory. Now, today you have gone out for a party. You just had a couple of drinks. You all know this very, very well that what are drinks? They are empty calories. I mean, 1 gram of any hard drink will give you 7 calories, might give you 8 calories also. So it is as good as you are drinking butter. So suppose you have a 60 ml, so 7, 6 are 42, 420 calories you are getting free. Nothing is going, you are not getting anything else from it. Nothing at all, except if I talk about wine in a limited way, yes, we get antioxidants from it, agreed. But other drinks, they'll not give you anything, but it's okay. You're a human. We have gone out on a Saturday. So in the night, what will happen? The free radicals collected from that drinks are going to be inside your body. Okay, so if I have got 100 cells, generally I have only 10 free radicals. But now, because I had 2 drinks, so I have collected another 10. Okay, then you had some fried food. You all know the values of fried food. I won't get into it because I think everybody is a Google expert here. So you get again something from your fried food. Again 10 you have stored. Now the thing is, now you're going to sleep at 1 a.m. in the night. So your rhythm, your cycle of sleeping, which was at 11, has already finished. Again, you have collected 10 more radicals. Next morning, when the body gets up, and the body has this habit, okay, now from the food, I will collect antioxidants, I will give it to your body, and you will be fine. Now these antioxidants start thinking, my God, now we have got 30 radicals, 30 free radicals from yesterday, which we all think that nothing great. Okay, by the way, if you have already done some exercise for 30, 40 minutes, then these 30 free radicals, they have already become 20. So that is the good part. But I'm not expecting, suppose that you have not done any exercise. Again, if you have done your pranayams, again 5, 7 will be reduced. These are the plus points. So the next day, your other vitamins and everything, your antioxidants, they will go and stick to these and they become weaker antioxidants. And now you go in the sun, you wear your goggles, that's fine, but rest of your body is there. So now we have got that overexposure from sun also. Another thing, you have gone for lunch, you have gone out for lunch and you have eaten something, some outside food. For example, you have eaten a donut. You know the donut is a fried ball of wheat. and it is actually destroyed food. So do you know how is donut made? It is fried. Ideally, it is fried and then glazed. So the oil in that donut, or the oil in that samosa, or the oil in that bhujia, whatever you have eaten outside, 500% that is not good, because we don't know how they make. So when we cannot trust how it is made, so again you have got collected free radicals in your body. Now so much of process has happened in your body, and after 3 days you're saying, yeah, my skin is not shining. Why I feel it is getting some spots. Now you tell me which cream is going to help you. None. Believe me, none. They all are marketing stunts that this is going to give you this is going to give you this, but nothing happens. This is how we spoil our skin. Secondly, hydration is extremely important. I'm sure all of you might not be drinking as much water as we require, 8 to 9 glasses. Plus, your skin should be look at Rita, she's drinking. Your skin should be totally hydrated. Okay? How? Two ways. Your moisturizer should be there and your drinks should be there. Okay, drinks, if you compensate, I understand that you agree with it and you do it. Is your skin all the time hydrated? Ideally, what people do is after they take a bath in the morning and they use a moisturizer and then they come out. That's fine. Ideally, we need it at least 3 times in a day. And the best way to apply moisturizer is splash it with water. When your skin is still semi wet, put your moisturizer and just rub it upwards for, see, this work is only for 1 minute or 2 minutes, but it gives a very big, it makes a very big difference. So just rub it. And now I am not at all talking about the quality of moisturizer, not at all. I'm not interested in what quality you're using, because as long as it is moisturizer, it has got its essential oils in it, without which the moisturizer cannot be made. And people claim that we have put this, we have put this, we have put this, is, I think it's a baseless theory. I mean, I wouldn't say the names or something. So you put a good moisturizer as per you and just rub it for 2-3 minutes. Do this 3 times a day for sure, to see that your skin is hydrated and well moisturized. This is really, really going to help a lot, 500%. So now, if I get questioned that I have got this skin problem, that skin problem, this skin problem, the answer is only one. You have to remove the free radicals from your body. And the only way to compensate is have more antioxidants. Yes, I have seen people who do all these things which they are not supposed to, but the other day they'll have the carrot juice. They'll have more vegetables. So why they'll have it? Because now there are a lot of antioxidants in that, right? Every day when you were getting only 10 antioxidants, I'm just giving you units for example, now you're already getting 20-30 because you had 2 glasses of carrot juice. Maybe you had a good palak ki sabzi and you had fruits also. So now this will compensate.
So what you're saying, Geeta, is that the nutrition is very important for skin health.
It is the only thing. It is, nutrition is the only thing. Believe me. I mean, you have to, if you all start eating at your best, all the cosmetic industries will close down, because you will not require. The simple moisturizing can be easily done by coconut oil also. One of you were asking that, oh, coconut oil, if I put, then there is hair growth. How strong that means that thing is, that it's growing hair on your face. That means it has really penetrated well and it is showing its strength. So, even the oils help you in putting, getting moisturizer in your, of course, you're not a teenager, and then the skin will not clog. With teenagers, it becomes different. We don't give them oils on their face. They already have those overactive hormonal glands, which create this problem. So now we have to pair all our free radicals. So please understand that whenever you are doing any such thing, which you should not do, compensate it with your food.
But Geeta, you're scaring us now. You tell us not to eat any fried bhujia. You tell us not to eat samosa.
No, I will not tell you not to eat. I would tell you, please eat less. Okay, because even I love sweets, and sugar is the worst. Sugar is the biggest enemy of skin, but I'm fine with it because I know, yes, this Saturday, if I'm going to have this, I have to compensate. So I do that. I compensate. The other day, I'll take more of, I'll tell you a few foods which are very rich in antioxidants. I'll take those foods which compensates. Then I'll also see that, okay, let me put little extra water in my body in any form, which is again going to compensate. So you all should learn to compensate your life. If you continue doing those kind of things which you should not do, then definitely your skin will be not as good for sure. Even if you're born with good skin, maintaining it also makes a difference, isn't it? So,
Correct,
like,
correct.
you know,
So when there are also these people who spray water or, atomizer on your face, water 2-3 times a day. What is your view on that? Is that
it's a good idea. It's a good idea, you know.
So,
We sometimes make that homemade toner. If you want,
yeah,
I'll give you the recipe. So that homemade toner, when you put, it's a good feeling.
just
Why?
spray
Because
your
it is
face.
water. It is
Yeah,
water.
yeah.
And then I like to add, not that I always add, some rose water in it to give myself a fresher feeling. And yes, it's like when you put the spray, it's like washing your face.
Correct.
It's washing your face, and then after washing, you don't pat it dry. So this theory is doing this only.
So
So
when
anyway,
is there any antioxidant wash?
yes, all the skin creams, they claim they have antioxidants. They put vitamin C, vitamin E. I'm sure they put, but how much they put is what scares us. So yes, they are there, but remember that will only work on your face on the epidermis level, not the dermis. The second layer of skin has to be clean and clear if you want to really shine well.
How do you maintain elasticity of your skin?
Yes, I was coming to that. I'll just take it after 5 minutes because okay, so another very big dushman, like the big enemy for skin is the pesticides, which we really don't understand and we don't realize when we get these fruits and vegetables because we are really not sure whether they are organic. Of course, we all try, but we are not sure of it. So please see to this that you let them merge in some warm water for a while, any kind of fruits and vegetables. And I would really suggest, of course, the fruit skin has a lot of fiber. Anybody would go for it. But these days I don't suggest because I don't know whether the skin of that fruit is actually real or not because they put waxes, different kind of waxes to shine it, and then the pesticides are there. So finally have your fruits without skin. We can compensate for that much of fiber with overeating a little bit of fruit and take care of these vegetables also because a lot of problem happens because of pesticides also.
Okay, so that's a very good tip. So you need to peel all your fruits and vegetables so that you
other than that, you feel that okay, wow, I'm cooking spinach today. It's good for my health. I'm having beetroot. That's great for my health. But you really don't know that what are you doing with it when it comes to washing and not washing. Believe me, I feel they all have pesticides. And I'm sure that why would anybody really clean it for you so well? I mean, they are selling this. This is finally a business for them. Like how we know how the chickens are, these days, how they become so fat with those injections and all. So in the same way, even even vegetables are injected. What I know is, but that theory you cannot avoid. But at least remove the skin and please wash it more well than whatever you think of it.
Right. To my audience, if you have any questions, you can put it in chat, you can raise your hand, and there's an icon to raise hand. If you have any questions, type your questions. I think that will be the easiest way for Geeta to answer.
And the free radicals they create a havoc in the body. They have a bad habit. If they are more in the body and if you're not eating enough antioxidants, forget it, who'll have my soup, juice, etc., etc. Then what happens? They overwhelm the body and they even make a difference to the lipids, the proteins. Sometimes they say that it can trigger DNA, but I'm not sure of that. But it remove it. If you do your blood work done, it's going to alter a lot of things. So free radicals are bigger enemies than what we think of them. Because right now we are talking about only skin.
Right.
I'm talking to you about all your organ health also.
In fact, there are some questions for you also, Geeta. In fact, Meeta had a question about pigmentation.
Yes, I'll come to that. I'll just come to that. So what happens, there's one more thing that, during when we do physical activity, when we do some exercise.
Yeah.
And after exercise, that you really get tired and you want to sit. There's a time then you feel as per your stamina, then you sit and then what happens, that lactic acid is there on your
Your
muscles.
muscles.
You know,
Yeah.
it's there. And it now, if this kind of, if you're all the time tired and you're still working, that phenomena also creates more free radicals. So please understand that when you're tired of walking or exercising or doing some physical activity, you must sit down, let that lactic acid wash away, let your muscles regenerate, and then you start working. We have seen that people are so tired and still they'll continue working the physical activity because they have to finish some work. That creates that creates more free radicals. Second thing is oxidative stress, the kind of mental stress you take, and if you're already having blood pressure or diabetes or something, these two things again create more free radicals. So the more and more free radicals you will create, the older you will start looking, the more your skin will be looking sagging. You know, I can, when I meet people and I look at their skin, of course it is good, bad, or not good, but I do understand whether that is it because of what. Because one another big enemy for skin is sleep. Do you know that your brain shrinks while you're sleeping? It shrinks to nearly 40%. And during that time, the fluids of the brain, they keep moving and they clean up everything. That's why you feel fresh when you get up in the morning. And if you did not have a good sleep, that's why you will not feel fresh. Sleep is another thing which is going to create a problem in your skin if you don't compensate it. Sometimes there are people who compensate it in the daytime. Fair enough, it's not bad. But I'm not again going back to and repeating that all the hormone theories, they happen in the night. You know, what happens in the night happens in the night only. We cannot compensate, but it's okay. You know, you don't want to have those under eye dark circles. You don't want to have those sagging eye looks. So you sleep in the daytime and you compensate, which is not bad. Like they say, no, something is better than nothing.
Yeah.
That's how it compensates. So okay, so coming to few supplements, which of course I know that you all know very well what the supplements are. But what my studies have told me, you know, is this, that we should at least have 2 cups of non-starchy vegetables. Non-starchy, that means they should not be potatoes and all the soil foods. They should be green leafy vegetables and green looking, like cabbage, broccoli, as you know, bhindi, palak, whatever you want to have. You must have 2 cups normally. But if I'm talking to you about more antioxidants, if you want to go and have a drink tonight, and if you want to miss your exercise tonight, or if you want to sleep late, then you make it 3 to 4 cups. You must do that. Otherwise, 2 cups of eating something, you all also know it very well. So please understand that you must increase your non-starchy leafy vegetables. I prefer leafy. And we all know, I will not talk much about it, that actually berries are very, 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 very important for our good
Berries.
health, because yeah, all the berries, which are strawberries, blackberries, blueberries, whichever you have, raspberries, berries are extremely important. If I give you 2 or 3 apples to eat, or if you take one handful of berries, one handful of berry does that work. Remember, we were talking about that antioxidant food, moringa leaves.
Yeah.
So moringa leaves has a concentrated. Somebody was asking me the other day that moringa leaves, they heat your body. When I'm telling you that moringa leaves are antioxidant, that means that the way you should take it should be like an antioxidant. You cannot make a full-fledged vegetable of it. So one of you, I think Mrs. Vijaya Birla, I don't know if she's here now. She had, she suggested me something which I really liked. She said that if you put moringa leaf powder in the dhania powder we make at home, and you mix them and keep in the vegetable area, that's the best. So that means whenever you're sprinkling your dhania, you are sprinkling moringa leaves also, and that much is enough.
Oh, that's a very good idea.
That's a very good idea. I really like that idea, and I even gave it to a few of my patients. I said,
Mm.
yeah, such a good way, because even I keep it in the fridge, and every time I think I forget to put it. So this is the best way. So thank you for that
Just
idea.
mix it with your dhania powder.
Yeah, you mix it with your dhania powder in equal quantities, and it's going everywhere now. There's no
Right.
problem at all. Okay, so now another thing is, I know many of you are vegetarians, but non-vegetarian is full of amino acids. Now that comes about red meat. I'll talk about red meat because those who are non-vegetarians, the time you take to digest your red meat, it's very hard, you know, but it's a pool of collagen. The good part is that it really has got the collagen which we require for the elasticity of our skin. So I have another good way that you should make a nice broth of bones and the meat. And then, the broth takes at least 3 hours to, boil them so that all the collagen and all the amino acids, they come in your soup and the rest you can throw. It's fine that sometimes you eat a bit of it. That's fine. But this is a good way to have your collagen.
Bone
With the
broth
help of.
for collagen.
And of course, you know that the deep orange area of an egg is very, very good for your skin. When you say I'm having egg whites, believe me, you're doing nothing great except some lean protein. So if you really want to have the main thing, please have the whole egg.
Whole egg, yeah.
Yeah, don't worry, it's not going to, increase your cholesterol or something. Everything unlimited is fine, as you know. Anything unlimited will always create a havoc in your body. Even if you drink more water, suppose if you say today I'm going to have 15 to 20 glasses of water, believe me, the electrolyte balance of your body will all finish and you will not be in a good condition. That's why we don't like to, 8 to 10 is the best, 8 to 9 or 8 to 10 glasses are the best because the body has to balance its electrolytes also. So overdoing anything will always create a havoc. And if you say, no, I want to have 10 eggs in a day and I don't want to have any cholesterol, that's not possible. It will have a side effect. And last time we spoke about nuts. Of course, nuts are extremely good. Seeds are extremely good, especially the macadamia, the pecan, the walnuts, and almonds. These four are the kings. They not only help you in your skin, they also help you in weight loss also. Somebody cannot hear my voice. There's a message. So, and also, I don't know what oils you all are using, but if you ask me, the oils are coconut, ghee, and olive oil. Otherwise, whatever oil whatever food you're eating outside is not made of the oils the body requires because it is hydrogenated. The hydrogen gas passes through the oils and then these oils become very oxidative. Somebody cannot hear, is it?
No, okay. Everybody can hear. I think
that's fine.
Yeah. So Geeta, what you're saying is a lot of very good sense. A lot of your whatever you have shared so far.
This is what I study. I mean, I know that these net has a lot of. I mean, all of you can be like doctors. I know. Even the whatever is there inside a tablet is all available in the net, which is really nice because at least you understand and then you don't go wrong when you are on your own.
In fact, talking about the oil, there's a question. What about mustard oil?
Yeah, mustard oil is also good. I would say that mustard oil is also good and very heart friendly. But if you tell me mustard oil is great for skin, then I won't say yes. I mean, it's good. There's nothing wrong in mustard oil, but I wouldn't say that it's that king oil which takes care of your skin.
There are many other oils now, Geeta, like avocado oil. People have avocado oil also.
Yeah, no, I was just telling you. Coconut, avocado oil. I mean, organic coconut, avocado oil, and olive oil and ghee are great for your skin. That's fine. The other frying oils have gone through hydrogenation, and then there's an oxidative stress when you fry things in them. So always remember, I would say always feel guilty when you're eating something fried. As long as if you have fried it with ghee or something, then it's up to you. But then you cannot reuse the oil again because it has already got now free radicals, full of free radicals.
There's another question from Priyanka. Sorry to interrupt, Geeta. Priyanka has two questions. She says, how many eggs in a day is good for you? Number one.
Okay, it's 1 to 2.
1 to 2 eggs in a day. Okay. And which local oil is good for daily use in Jakarta?
I would only go for coconut. I would not go for anything else. I think I have shifted nearly all my clients in Jakarta on coconut oil. Nearly all. Okay. Not yet all, but nearly all. Please go to it. Have you seen South Indians? Their skin is dark, but it is shiny. They have fair skin, dark skin, middle skin, whatever. But look at their skin. I think you will not see a South Indian who has really sagged a lot. I don't think so, and whatever their age is, their hair is always black. They use coconut oil. They use these curry leaves for their cooking. These two are such good things. Last time we had spoken about curry powder, curry leaf powder, which is so good. Now, because I have it in my kitchen garden, it's so good that when vegetable is getting made, I just pluck it and put it. That gives me such a feel good factor. I
Yeah.
think even if you live in a small apartment, you can have these 2, 3 things for sure. One is curry leaves, one is moringa leaves. It is easily available everywhere here. So please do that for your skin, if nothing else.
In fact, I use the coconut oil with the leaves that you told me. That's a very good hair oil.
Yeah, yes,
It's an
yes, of
excellent.
course.
Yeah.
And now even for constipation, I agree because see, constipation has a very big relative to free radicals. The more constipated you are, the more free radicals are created in your body. Remember that. Forget about gases, flatulence, and feeling heavy. That of course will be the they are all friends of this constipation. So for constipation, I also give half cup of milk along with ghee or coconut oil in the night before sleeping, and then you're done. And if you have got chronic constipation, don't be impatient. Take 2, 3, 4 days, it will happen. Not only that, it helps the gut also. These oils are so good. They are actually very, very good.
So they are
So
talking about oil. Reshma wants to know, can we use oil on our face and which is a good oil?
yeah, I'm coming to that because I have a page on that. I'm coming to that. How much time we have, Poonam? We still have time?
Yes, yes, we still have
Yeah,
time.
okay. So now we have spoken about many, many seeds. But I want to tell you the best seeds for skin. Because we are today talking on skin. There are only 3 seeds which are the best. Chia seeds, flax seeds, and pumpkin seeds. Sorry, and sunflower seeds also. 4 seeds which are excellent for your skin. Please use them in any which way every single day. Half spoon, 1 spoon, suit yourself. I will not tell you to gulp 3, 4 tablespoons or something because we should not overdo on anything. But these things you must have. Just have it for sure in any which way. Another, the king for your skin is I'll really suggest it's half an avocado every day will do all the wonders.
So do you put
Enjoy
it
your
on your
drink.
skin or do you eat it?
Please, half an avocado, you must eat it. It is like, I know it has got calories. Don't worry, it will not do anything. The fats in it are very, very skin friendly and very, very heart friendly. So in any case, if you take, and how you get that avocado dip everywhere, it is tomatoes are there and onion is there.
Delicious.
Yeah, but you know what I have done? I have done something else. I take half avocado and 1 tomato, and then I blend it together. So what happens? The lycopene of the tomato helps me because I'm eating it raw. So instead of adding the lemon, which always you can also, I like to just crush together both of them with tomato because sometimes we are in a hurry, we don't have time. And I always see, oh, if there's no green vegetable in the dinner for today, unluckily sometimes. So just avocado and tomato will do the wonder. Just crush them together in your mixie. You can add whatever spices you like to add.
So
Green chili.
Geeta, can I stop you here and ask you about avocados? Sometimes it's very difficult to get good avocados.
Yes, that.
However, it is available as a frozen pack of 1 kg, frozen chunks of, is that
No, that does not work because even I have tried it. If you take frozen and they come to your house, because now already they have frozen, so they will not start getting ripe. They will turn black. They will turn all not good, but they will not get that softness. Only a natural, like local avocado, if you buy it and it gets ripened in your house for 3, 4 days, then the actual flavor comes. This is definitely a problem to my Indian clients also here. In India, avocado is not available really. But since it's a king for skin, I would say whenever you get it, grab it. Whenever you get it, grab it, which is really good, which is not bad at all. Another very interesting thing for your skin is just 1 small cube of chocolate. Why? Because cocoa is extremely good. It has got antioxidants. The darker the chocolate, the better. We know that. So, I always write it here that 1 cube every day, even for a diabetic, is okay. Why? Because it has got only 1.5 grams of sugar, which is nothing. Which if I take 2, 3 rounds in this house, it will get all digested. It's not even going to increase the blood sugar. So people who are fond of chocolates must have chocolate at their bedside for sure. 1 small
how do
spoon.
you stop at one?
No, that you have to if you want good skin. I mean, okay, if you're not a diabetic, you can still have 2 or 3. It's fine because we compensate it in any other way. Otherwise, we'll see to it that if we have eaten 3, 4, 5 cubes of chocolate, okay, we'll have half roti less or 2 tablespoons of rice less for a non-diabetic. It's fine. It really helps. It really is wonderful. Sweet potatoes and carrots are very, very good for your skin. Carrots actually, by now I understand that my mother used to say in my childhood that "Oh, you must have carrot juice every single day." And I would say, why carrot juice? It's so bad. So anyway, now we have already, put so many other things and made it nice. But carrots are very, very skin friendly, more skin friendly than what we think of it. So when it comes to this, that, oh, I already have already so many free radicals because maybe I was smoking, I was drinking, I did this, that. Just have a glass or two, even two is okay. Glass or two of carrot juice at least 4 times a week. It will be wonderful for your skin. It will be wonderful for your skin.
That's a good tip. In fact, orange juice, carrot and orange juice is amazing.
Yes, it's a good combination also.
Yeah.
Vitamin C and vitamin E is a good combination. Also remember the free radicals, if there are too many in the body, they don't let the skin absorb and vitamin A from the carrots. So that's why we should live like good girls, all of us.
So, Geeta, there's a question that would jaggery be a good replacement for white sugar and
Yes,
brown
of course, of course, of course, of course. Actually, see the unrefined brown sugar, the coconut sugar, and the jaggery are a good replacement for white sugar. Like I don't have white sugar in my house at all. I have these three things, and I mix and match the way I like it.
sugar?
They are much better, no doubt. White sugar is just simple poison, immediately poison. The moment you have it, it starts affecting your skin and immunity, which is so bad. So now few foods, yeah, tell me.
I have a question from Madhu Agarwal. She wants to know how much percentage of dark chocolate should be had.
See, now there are 40%, 60%, 70% available. I would suggest 60 to 70% is great. And there can be more percentages also, but 60 and above is good. 70 is fair enough. That's it. If you go for there, I know there are few more available, which are not here available. They are in other countries. They are darker and they are definitely more bitter, which is as per your taste, suit yourself. You can suit. Now the foods which you should not have, which have a lot of free radical theory, is low fat milk. Why? Then the fat from the milk is removed, and when they say that this is oil free dressing, oil free, I mean all these dressings you get,
Low
it's
fat
always
dressing.
yes, low fat oil free dressing. Tell me, how is it possible? When they remove these agents, these original agents which create the creamy texture of the fat of the creams, what do? They definitely do something, isn't it? They definitely put something artificial.
Yeah.
It's all destroyed food. When you say low fat milk, you are actually drinking white water. Believe me. The best way is take the milk from your milkman, keep it 24 hours in the fridge. The cream is removed. That is best for you. Because when they say that it has calcium, extra calcium in it, this is all nothing. In fact, when they say for the children food, the other day I was doing it for some children, and when they say this child friendly flakes were there, they are vitamin A, vitamin B, vitamin C, all the vitamins are there inside. How? I'll tell you how. They have already made something. See, now what happens that the less vitamins in a flour, the more its shelf life is. That's why everything is made up of maida. That's why if you make it with wheat, which has got fiber and vitamins, it's not going to have shelf life because it does not have. Anything which is away from these foods have a longer shelf life. The longer the shelf life, remember, the more the food is destroyed and the more the vitamins are removed. So when they have these child-friendly foods where they say that all the vitamins, this and that is there, what do? They just spray it. They just spray the vitamins, and now at least they are not lying. Nobody can catch them because they are saying that, see, this has got vitamins. Of course there are. But how much percentage do you understand? So stay away from these kids foods also, or adult food also, where they say it is, this is added, this is added, this is added, but see the amount which is added. It's very, very less. That food is doing more harm to you than it is giving you goodness. It never happens like this.
Yeah. So what the point that you're trying to make, Geeta, is that natural food, organic food, not processed
Yeah.
food.
These days, everybody is home now. I'm so happy that everybody is having good food. 100% because you have no choice. You have no choice. You must have good food only, Even if you don't want, you cannot go out.
Yeah.
So it's a good idea. Another thing which really is not good for your skin is bread. Now, if you have somebody who can cook, who can make good bread, you must always see what fats they are using. If I buy bread from somebody, from a lady, I see to it that what oil is used inside. Because that oil is going to again play havoc in your body and not give you antioxidants at all. So please see and buy your breads. Don't buy these total commercial breads which come in bulk all over, they are available. Definitely, I would not suggest because there's nothing good in them. There's only simple calorie you get. There is nothing good inside them which you will get. Never ever you will get. And in fact, they have got those rancid oils which create actually toxins
Yeah.
instead of giving you goodness. So imagine what will happen to your skin.
So this is
And
a
as I
big
told you that
opportunity for all of us to learn how to bake bread if we are very fond of bread.
no, this happens. People are doing it.
Yeah.
People are doing it in this quarantine time that they are learning bread, which is so good for bread lovers at least.
Yeah.
And as you know that MSG is one thing which is in the food. What does
MSG,
MSG do? What does that do?
it's a taste enhancer.
It goes in your brain and it gives the brain a message that, wow, this is great. That's why this is called it's called a Chinese restaurant enhancer, because when you go there and in everything there is MSG, you like to eat more. It looks low calorie, isn't it? It's water based and it's not fried and it has got green vegetables, but because of the MSG you want to over order and overeat it because it enhances your mental taste.
Right.
So remember, that is also something which is going to give you a lot of free radicals, and then you don't come and tell me my skin is not shining. So please take care of that. And the same thing goes for all these corn chips, potato chips, tortillas, whatever you get in the market. We are not sure what oil they are using, so we cannot trust them. So whenever you have them, be guilty and have it. Or if you're not guilty, have a little with your avocado dip, because at least some good thing some compensation you're doing. Do that, then it's still, it's still okay. And anyway, you all know more than me how the drinks play havoc. One bottle of Coke drink or something has more than 10 teaspoons of oil. So you're already done with your skin. Forget the other ingredients inside it.
Yeah, all the sugars there, or the sugar alternative is there.
Yes, that's true.
I think we have 15 minutes left, Geeta, so we can now open it to question and answer from our audience.
Okay, one homemade for your skin. What I want is, I have decided, because what I know from myself, it's not a collagen, but something homemade I would like to, really give you. You have to buy only two things: buy oranges or buy potatoes. Take out the skin of oranges, you have to dry it, make a powder. Okay, when you make a powder, just put it in a bottle. Now you must add at least 10 capsules of vitamin E in it. And some rose water if you want the flavor, and some normal water. That's it. Keep this bottle, as Poonam was saying, what is there to spray on your face, It's an excellent thing for your skin, especially for people who have pigments also on their face. And the same way, please do it with potato. Grate the potato, dry it in the sun, and after that, make a powder of it and mix it with your vitamin E oil. Just now, Poonam, you were telling what oils to be used. So I was waiting for this only to tell you that these things, they really make a difference. So in your house, if you want skin friendly things, have potato powder and also have orange.
That's a very good orange. Atomizer sounds really good. Maybe you can send us a short recipe and I can put it on the.
Okay. I'll send you. I'll send you with the pictures.
Yes, that would be wonderful.
May I have now question answers?
Yes. So Meenu wants to know about applying milk cream. Is it good for the skin?
Yes, milk cream is good. It's a good thing. Because milk cream has got vitamin A, the natural vitamin A, it is good. You must put it. Why not?
Yeah. And what about Neeta's question about pigmentation?
Okay, so now this was basically for pigmentation only. This I wanted to tell about pigmentation only. Uh, uh, the potatoes and the lemon rind, along with the rind, you should make it, blend it in the mixture along with 2 cups of water.
Right.
And I just make ice trays of it. Every day, take out 1 cube and put it on your skin. And Meeta, other than what I'm telling you to apply, just take care of your diet and you will be really feeling better within 15-20 days. You will start seeing the change if you have these spots.
Right.
Which coconut oil to be used in Jakarta? The question, well, all the coconut oils are fine, but I always prefer uh, the cold pressed oil because it's not heated. So all the vitamins are retained.
So Sangeeta had a question about suffering from severe hair fall and deep pigmentation due to allergy and takes citrazine. Thyroid, she also has a thyroid medication. What would you suggest for her?
So the first thing is that you should see that your thyroid is working well or not. T3, T4 and TSH. Other than that, there is also these three. There's also another test which will tell you how much T3, T4 you have and how much T3, T4 you are already using your body. So get a complete thyroid profile done, because if your thyroid is not good, then you will have hair fall. That is a side effect of having hypothyroid. But yes, I have. Okay, another very good thing for your hair loss is you must have 1 teaspoon of sesame seeds, 1 teaspoon of almond powder. You should overnight soak it in yogurt. And in the morning, again blend. Why? Because we want very pasty almond and sesame oil, sesame seeds paste. It should be really it should not be coarse at all. In the morning, along with the curd and almond and sesame powder, you must make a hair pack 3 times a week, and that will not only stop your hair fall, but it will help you in regrowth also. In fact, this can be done by your maid or somebody. Somebody does it for 10, 15, 20 minutes, and you leave it for at least 40 minutes. It is really very good for your, other than having the vitamins and all. Okay, coming to my last, although there are so many theories I would like to discuss, but one thing I want to tell you all, please don't depend on these market things that it has got vitamin A, B, C, D, E. This is all in very small amount. It is very less. The coverings, the other things, they are more, than other than, I would really suggest when you go and buy vitamin A, or what is vitamin C? It is ascorbic acid. It is not live vitamin C. If you want to make your collagen good, as Poonam said, you want elasticity in your skin, then just decide 3 times in a day I'll have vitamin C, because vitamin C is water soluble. It leaves your body. It doesn't stay back. So morning you'll have an orange. For lunch you can have your Shimla mirch of any color. For again dinner you can have anything which has got vitamin C. You can in simple have 2 cut tomatoes if nothing. Believe me, if you give your body vitamin C 2 to 3 times in a day, it will show on your skin. It will show on your skin. It will make a big difference.
Wow, that's a very good tip.
Yeah, it's a very good tip. You must, so suppose whoever is fond of drinking whatever, just have 2 tomatoes cut also along with some cheese and sprinkle some salt and pepper. It's going to be awesome. And imagine the kind of vitamin C you will get. What else you want? I mean, you'll start shining after having a drink also. If you have few seeds, almonds, tomatoes with your drink, I would say, okay, it's fine, have it, because you're already compensating well. Yeah, so, daily skincare routine, Priyanka is asking, is it?
Yes.
Well, I think you all know daily skincare routine is simply every night, even if you are home, you must clean your face with a milk cleanser, or you can even clean it with raw milk. Some people have little half cutlery of raw milk in their fridge always, forever, because they like that. It's fine also. With anything, you must clean your skin at night with that milk cleanser.
Yeah.
And 2 times a week, you should use a scrub. Now, if I talk to you about homemade scrub, then we should make it with the rice grain, coarse. With the rice grain, you can add your malai, you can add whatever you want. You can add your honey, aloe vera. You all know better than me, I
So
think.
you use rice powder or you use rice grain?
You should powder at home the rice grain so that it is coarse
Okay.
and it becomes an exfoliator.
Hmm.
Some people who buy exfoliating things from outside, that is also fine. See, using all these exfoliators from outside is fine because they are going to be on your skin only for few minutes. So don't
What
worry.
I have read, Geeta, is these exfoliators and the scrubs that you buy in the market have got micro granules of plastic.
Agreed. But they will not do any harm because they are
But they
not.
are very bad for the environment.
Yeah, that of course, I agree. But if you are coming to skincare, you can use it from outside or inside, 2 to 3 times a week. 2 times is enough for a week. Daily clean your skin, and please hydrate it with any moisturizer throughout 24 hours. It should be well done. That's the simple skincare. I know.
What about besan as a
Basin is good, but it is a little drying. So always use a cream and oil with it because it is drying. I don't want that you use basin and then after that we can see fine lines, wrinkles, little because this has been noticed. So basin is fine. So use some oily thing with it,
I think
something.
Rita is talking about red rice powder and yogurt as an exfoliator.
Oh, that's very nice. That's very nice. That's good. Very good. I can see the shine of Rekha from here, and she's constantly hydrating her skin, not even telling me to do the same.
So another good question is, do we apply sunscreen every day, including indoors?
Yeah, actually, it's a good idea to apply. I'm sitting right now, I know the sun is there, so it's working on me. But I have never used a sunscreen. Why? Because I feel that, okay, I'll go inside. After I have this talk, I'll go inside and I'll just put again some more moisturizer on my face and I'm eating well. So I don't use, but it's a good idea to use.
Thank you, Geeta. Those were very interesting and really good practical tips. And what I really liked about your talk was that beauty is not skin deep. It's all about, it's an inside story. It's what you eat.
If your skin is good, so is your liver, kidney, and other things. And there is something called liver detoxification. We'll talk again about it because if the liver is detoxified, your skin will shine. So we always give some things to detoxify your liver.
Right.